Hello everyone and welcome back to another repair video on the channel. My name is Antoine and in today's repair I'll be showing you how to remove and replace the back glass for iPhone 8 and up, basically Apple iPhones with wireless charger. So I'll be demonstrating on those two phones. One is iPhone 12 Pro and the other one is iPhone XR. So there's a lot of videos that showing how to remove the back glass with laser separating machine that could cost up to between $3,000 to $4,000, depends on the quality obviously. For a repair that just costs between 50 to 100 bucks. Also depends on the model. But I'm not going to use that method. Instead, I'll be using only heat and a couple of blades that I'll be showing later in this video. Now, the reason why I'm using those two phones as an example for all other models is because iPhone XR represents the iPhone 8, 11, XR, and 12 based on the structure of the housing plus the glue that take place between the glass and the housing. Basically, the non-flagship iPhones, cheap, a lot of glue used to glue everything together. But for the models like the iPhone X and XS and XS Max and the Pro models, they have the flagship housing, less glue and easier to remove glass with heat. So before we jump to this repair, let me just show you what the instruments that are we going to use today. So for the instruments, I'm using the universal 3-in-1 2UUL holder for holding the housing. Now this one is a little old and in very bad condition because of the use, as you can see, but to be honest, you can find better holders than this one on AliExpress and maybe cheaper, but that's what I'm stuck with for now. Now the second tool is a glass cracker, aka diamond pen from a mechanic called iRock. A very useful tool for cracking big pieces of glass. And the next up is the blades. We're going to use them for removing the glass with heat. The main is the flat blade scalps and a smaller one, which is the 007 Kianli glue underfill cleaner for the ICs for smaller and tighter areas like between the camera lenses, which I will show you how to use it. And also always use a pre-owned one because they are a little pricey. And last but not least, the bigger nozzle, the one that comes with the Quick 861D. Also, I would like to mention that all the tools will be linked in the description. All the tools I'm using in this video will be linked in the description down below. And one last thing is that I always tear down the iPhones or the phones before removing the glass. I always remove the board and the cameras and the flashlight so I can use the heat and remove the glass more accurate and without any harm to the phone. I saw a lot of people leave everything and after they remove the glass, they break the mic under the flashlight or the mics on the charging flex cable that cause panics and restarting, especially if they are using the laser machine. So please be patient with me and try to check everything I do in this video so you can get precise results as shown in this video. So as I said before, I like to tear down the phone, and that means that I remove everything that can be damaged by heat or force, from the board to the camera and of course the flashlight with the microphone. And again, this is my thing, if you're to do whatever you want. And also there's one more thing that I like to say is I covered the areas around the housing where the adhesive is with a resistant temperature tape, so the small pieces of glass can stuck on the adhesive, and also to avoid those small glass pieces when you close the phone and maybe damaging the screen. So now I'll begin with the iPhone 12 Pro first, and then we'll be jumping to the iPhone XR. So let's go. So I'll be putting a timer for how much time I need to remove the full back glass because I'm going to speed forward the video, and to be honest, the removing process is much satisfying in faster speed video. So anyway, I'm using 255 Celsius with only 50 air with my hot air station, a quick hot air station for the temperature, and of course the main blade for removing, and of course the diamond pen for cracking the big pieces of glass. Also, keep focus on the MagSafe part because it's very important for the MagSafe accessories to work perfectly after the glass repair. But after all, they are all magnets, but I'm trying to leave the coil with magnets in one piece. You can see that I'm trying my best not to remove any magnets with the glasses, magnets with the glasses. But for me the hardest part is around the camera, a very small area and very tight area to work, so that's why I'll be using my smaller blade to make sure that I don't damage the frame of the housing. And also you can immediately feel that the Pro models or the flagship models, as I said, have better housing quality, so it can hold the temperature very well. And yeah, we are almost here, removing those small pieces. Very hard to work. cracking with the diamond pen, and we are almost here. Last pieces of glass. Almost. And yes, here we go. We finished the removing glass process on the iPhone 12 Pro, and all took just 70 minutes and 25 or 30 seconds. So that's it for the 12 Pro, and now we'll be jumping to the XR. So for the iPhone XR, we'll be using less temperature because of the housing. It's more like cheap plastic around the corners of the housing, and you can see how it's hard to break into this glass with my cracker, and I still can understand why Apple doing this for the non-flagship phones. And by the way, this is the same experience on the iPhone 8 series, the iPhone 8 and 8 Plus, with back glass removal, so be prepared. And again, I turned on my timer again, so I'm 100% sure it will take more time because it's easier around the camera, but for the glass, as you can see, it's very hard. So around the camera will take less time a little bit, but we'll see. And also be careful about the temperature. As I said, you can easily burn the plastic on the housing, so that's why I'm using between 240 to 245 with air just 50. The glue, you can remove it while the housing is still hot, don't need to use extra temperature with your hot air station. And also, most of the time, the Chinese replacement glass for the iPhone XR comes with the camera bracket on the top, so I think you will need to remove the bracket itself on the original housing. I guess because the hole where the camera lens is not suitable for the or with the most Chinese back glass, so I guess that's why they included the camera basket, but it's very bad, or it holds very badly after the glass removal. And I guess we are almost here, as you can see, just a little bit. Interesting how much time. We'll check now my timer after remove the last piece of glass. So you don't remove the glue with the hot air station or the extra temperature. And the bliss blade, the small blade, and yes, that's it for the iPhone XR. Not too shabby, I guess. We'll see how much time now. So the iPhone XR, 24 minutes. Not too shabby for two phones. So now for the final stage of the repair, of course before the final test, which is gluing or putting a new back glass on the housing. Now unfortunately the customer of this iPhone XR is in a hurry, so I will not show, or I didn't show you how I remove the camera bracket from the housing, because as I said, most of the Chinese back glasses comes with the camera bracket because of the tight space between the glass and the camera lens. So I'm just going to show you the final look before put everything back together, and of course I will continue the process of the gluing on the iPhone 12 Pro. This is our iPhone 12 Pro, and this is how the glass looks like. It costs between 10 to 15 bucks on AliExpress or from China, and I'm using the B7000 glue for gluing this bad boy glass. And you can see that the space between the camera lenses and the glass itself are almost ideal and the same as the original one. So now I'll be gluing the back glass, and I will catch you with the final results. Alrighty, the final result is here, and unfortunately I couldn't catch the iPhone XR because, as I said, the customer was in a hurry. But it's the same look as this blue iPhone here, and the result is not bad at all. A couple of scratches on the stainless steel around the housing, but the phone is in good shape, or at least better shape than before. So this is my way to remove the back glass from all iPhones that comes with back glass. And of course I didn't show you all of this because it's better or easier than the laser machine method, but there are a lot of people that cannot afford the machine, and to be honest, at least for me, it's more easier and accurate, but you have the right to judge and of course choose the best method for you. Of course, let me know in the comment section down below, and I guess that's it for this video. Thanks for watching. If the video was helpful, please make sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel for additional content in the future. As always, stay safe and have a good day. I'll catch you guys in another repair video. Peace out.